Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, November 15th, and I'm continuing what we started a few weeks ago, working up through the chakra system. And so last week we did another session for the solar plexus chakras. I felt it still needed some TLC. So but today we've moved up into the heart. We're going to move uh, depression out of the heart and out of the heart chakra. So I was on with one of the participants who comes and she joins me every Friday or every other Friday, and we had a little conversation about explaining experiences, and that talking pulls away, describing what you're feeling, describing your emotions, describing what you're going through in great detail pulls you away from actually feeling, actually being with yourself, with your emotions, and letting the emotions do their work, which is heal and move. Emotions are energy in motion. Now, there's nothing wrong with emotions. We've got five basic emotions and we've got, subsidiaries, but they're healthy. They're they help support us or do the work that we need or to shift things and to move things. So we're working with too much sadness in the heart where it's gone into depression. And it feels like that. Like I could sense that it's the constant masking of go along to get along, or making a joke about your suffering, making a joke to make things light. So it's not so serious. So it maybe reduces the burn of feeling sad or being with yourself through that experience. I don't even like being with yourself. I mean, you're always with yourself. But I mean, if it feels like this constant talking about your experience or describing your experience or making a joke about it is pulls it away. And so it compounds, right? So what you resist persists, and what you refuse to look at, well, it just gets bigger until it has to be looked at, until it's the body's manifesting it through pain or discomfort or an illness, or something in your life brings attention to where you ignore yourself or how you ignore yourself. So this false mask of joy. Oh, just as I'm saying that, I'm feeling really dizzy. The false mask that you wear, right? That false sweetness, that false, everything is fine. I'm just a happy-go-lucky person, and there's nothing that bothers me. And all those platitudes. Oh, it's just a part of life's happening. And those things that you say to numb yourself. This is what we're starting to dump out of the heart and out of the heart chakra, right? So sadness is feeling the absence of joy. Now, the heart can get into a little bit of self-pitying. The heart, oof, that one is a big one. So also to be very careful, you can be feeling sad. Usually there's not big thoughts around it. Tears rolling down your face is an expression of sadness. We get into self-pity quite easily. It's very slippery. Woe is me. Look how sad I am. So it's the same mask, but just the flip side. So we want to dump those masks. We're going to anchor them to individuation, to dump that false expression of sadness, whether that be woe is me and self-pity, and then also that false joy, that false everything is fine. And then I'm just going to plow through my day and ignore how I'm actually, my emotions, my feelings. I'm going to ignore myself. I'm going to ignore my soul. Oh, right here, I went to my heart, my soul's urge, ignoring your soul's urge. So You can think for yourself the first thing that pops up as your soul's urge. For me, is being creative. So that could be artistic expression, even in my life, the way I put my house together, maybe redoing furniture, changing the colors of my walls or my sheets, or um, DIY projects. My soul's urge is to be creative. It could even be creative in how I do these sessions. I can do sessions differently. I can do different things to put my message out into the world in a creative way. Um, Maybe laying foundations for the life I want to live. Oh, and that makes me, oh, there's so many tears there. And so here it's like, well, you've got to follow your urging, your heart of heart desires. What do you want? What do you want? And what kind of life do you want to live? What kind of life do you want to live? And then really getting in touch with that. So right now there's regret coming up. I didn't mean, like I didn't get a chance to. Things that didn't, that you wanted perhaps, and they didn't come to fruition. We need to give some acknowledgement for that and let sadness do its work to move that out of the heart, out of the heart chakra. And then you can get creative. Oh, there's a nice gurgle. And then you can move that sadness. So we're moving sadness and depression out of the heart and out of the heart chakra. This, the heart's energy is love. So, not love as a feeling. We're talking about love, the essence, the energy of love. It transmutes everything, right? Transmutes everything. You take a nice deep breath. And then we need to do a connection to the right atrium of the heart where the soul lives. And as soon as I go there, I just want to cry. So, getting in touch, reconnecting with your soul and your soul's urge, reconnecting with your heart of hearts. So we're, oh my God, there's so many tears there. So we're in the heart chakra and we're reconnecting the sub chakra of the heart with the heart. So getting in touch with your heart of hearts, your deepest soul's urge, your deepest desires. And mind wants to come in with, yeah, buds, look what I have so many things I need to do, and I couldn't possibly live my life the way that I want it. What will, it's like, there's a story, Robert Munch, um, I read this to my daughter, and there's this one part of the book that comes up. I think it's called, the story's called Zoom, and this little girl zooming around, she's just wants to go really fast in her wheelchair, and then she gets a boo boo. She gets a no, she gets a speeding ticket. The police stop her, and she gets a speeding ticket. This little girl zooming in her wheelchair in this story, and she gets a speeding ticket. And then she goes home, and she's like, "Oh my, I got a speeding ticket." So the mother sees the speeding ticket, and this is the portion that we're working with here. And the mother goes in the story, "What will your father say? What will the neighbors say? What will someone else say?" And then all of these, what will so and so say? So we need to dump that out of the right atrium where the soul lives. This is just reconnecting with the soul, reconnecting with your soul's urge. Oh, there's just such a huge release. There we go. Now this is untwisting through the heart chakra, both anterior and posterior chakra. We're doing repairs to the, We're dumping this depressive state, this sadness, that's compound sadness over the years, I think going back to childhood, stuck down into that right atrium. We're dumping the mask. So whether that be the mask of everything is fine or the mask of self-pity that pulls you away from actually feeling and being in touch with yourself, we're dumping those, anchoring those to individuation. And we're running this as a seed tree. We're doing a deep dumping of this gunk. It's just thinking, so you can have some space for creativity, possibly. Just the word creativity keeps coming up. Creative ways. What do you want in your life? Manifesting the life that you want. What do you want? What do you want? And then every day, taking one little step, doing one little action towards that. So, for example, let's say I want a garden. So the first step would be to visualize. So we go into our mind's eye and we visualize this garden. And then you feel what it feels like to be in your garden. And then you start taking those practical steps, finding a place. Maybe you can't have a garden. Maybe there's no land, but you have pots and you have earth and you have seeds. And then you start to learn how to garden, or you get in touch with a community garden, or you find a neighbor or friend who has too much land and they don't know what to do with it. And you say, look, I'll take care of your garden. I'll do this. So there's many creative ways, right? Not just getting honed in on one way as the right way, but being open to the creative expression of your life. And then you get to be the painter of your life. You get to be the co-creator of your life. You manifest what you want. And, but you need to be clear about it. So this is why we do this energetic work. We get clear within our energy systems, within our body mind, the things that bog us down, so that you can free up some space and have some fun and bring joy and play back into, reconnect with that childlike expression of ourselves where we get to have a little bit of fun in our day. All right, friends, that's it for today's session. But I wanted to tell you before we hop off that I do have a 4-session package on money, health, and abundance. Now, I'm not the only person doing this. I find it absolutely incredible that other colleagues are doing this, and we didn't speak to each other. And then it was only last week that we spoke to each other and said, hey, look, this is the thing that's been in the ether that I've been thinking I'm going to be doing. And they went, oh my God, me too. So there's definitely a shift happening with finance, with abundance, with money. And if you'd like to join the bandwagon and clear your thoughts about money, take a look at your relationship with money and how to improve the flow of abundance in your life, then reach out to me. We start next Sunday at 11 a.m. for the incredible price of $140 for 4 sessions. And then if you want to bring a friend, because the more the merrier, there's a $40 gift, a referral fee. So if you refer a friend and you bring one, then you receive $40, whether it be towards this package or to any of my other services. So we start on Sunday. If group work's not your jam, totally get it, but you would still like to work with Money Health. I did put together a private Money Health package where we work privately for $200 for 4 to 5 sessions, depending on what you need. So whether it's 4 sessions or 5 sessions, it's a flat rate of 200 Canadian. So if you prefer to work privately, you can reach out. All right, that's all, friends. I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if any of this resonates with you, I'd love to hear your experience and your feedback. And if you'd like to join the work with us next weekend, please come. All right, see you next time.